Modern politics is not a mechanism for representation or change, but a calculated performance designed to maintain power structures and perpetuate control. It masquerades as a system of choice, a platform where the people are ostensibly given the power to decide their fate. Yet beneath the surface, it operates as a tool for ensuring continuity of dominance by those who truly wield influence. Regardless of the ideology it claims to uphold, the political apparatus has been hijacked to serve the interests of corporations, lobbyists, and global elites, ensuring that governments function not as representatives of the populace, but as enforcers of a predetermined agenda. Elections are the most visible facade of this deception. They create the illusion of choice, presenting voters with candidates and parties that, while appearing to differ on surface level issues, ultimately align on matters critical to maintaining the status quo. The topics of genuine importance, corporate overreach, monetary manipulation, the erosion of civil liberties, are either ignored or intentionally buried beneath a sea of divisive rhetoric. The political class is carefully selected, groomed, and funded by entities whose interests are diametrically opposed to those of the people. These politicians are not leaders, but actors in a play, reciting scripts written by the architects of this system. Policymaking, too, has been corrupted beyond recognition. Legislation is no longer crafted with the welfare of the populace in mind, but is instead shaped by the demands of corporate lobbyists and financial interests. These entities dictate the rules, ensuring that laws are tailored to protect their profits and expand their influence while marginalizing the public. Decisions that directly harm populations, such as deregulations that poison the environment, economic policies that widen wealth inequality, or wars that destabilize entire regions, are framed as necessary, even virtuous, measures. This is not governance, it is systemic exploitation under the guise of public service. The role of division cannot be overstated. Modern politics thrives on polarization, on pitting individuals and groups against one another along lines of race, gender, religion, and ideology. This division is not organic. It is meticulously cultivated by those in power because a divided population cannot unite against a common oppressor. Political discourse is weaponized, reduced to petty tribalism, where the focus is shifted from systemic corruption to superficial conflicts. While people argue over which party is in power, the true power players remain untouchable, continuing their exploitation unchallenged. Media, as an extension of this system, plays a crucial role in reinforcing the illusion. Political coverage is designed not to inform, but to inflame, amplifying the divisions and steering public perception toward meaningless distractions. The framing of narratives, selective reporting, and outright censorship ensure that only perspectives beneficial to the elite are amplified. Investigative journalism, once a check on corruption has been all but eradicated, replaced with propaganda masquerading as news. Even the structure of governance is inherently designed to limit accountability. Bureaucracies are intentionally opaque, shielding those in power from scrutiny. Decisions are delegated to unelected officials, committees, and international bodies, diluting responsibility and making it nearly impossible for citizens to challenge or even understand the mechanisms of their own oppression. Centralization of power, whether through supranational organizations or technocratic administrations, ensures that decisions affecting billions are made by a handful of individuals who are entirely insulated from the consequences of their actions. This system is not broken, it functions exactly as intended. Its purpose is not to represent or serve, but to control, to manage populations like resources, ensuring that wealth, power, and influence remain concentrated in the hands of a few. Any semblance of progress or reform is carefully engineered to maintain this dynamic, offering just enough relief to prevent rebellion while never addressing the root causes of inequality and oppression. The solution lies not in reforming the system from within, but in rejecting it entirely. Recognizing the theater for what it is and refusing to participate in its charade is the first step. True change will not come from electing another actor or debating within the parameters set by the system. It will come from dismantling the structures of control and building new systems rooted in transparency, accountability, and genuine representation. Until this is achieved, modern politics will remain what it has always been, a theater of deception, designed to distract, divide, and dominate.